of course, are just as you are. We're just getting to shake his hand and congratulate him for the very first time here just a few minutes ago, and we're all on deck to get to do that. And this is, without exaggeration, a potential life-changing moment for your family and you too, and it's what you make of it. These people in here will test you. Not really. They're pretty good folks. So this is your meeting, and this is your day. And what I would hope is they can come out of here better acquainted with you and get an idea of how you got here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But would you ask a question?
Yeah, Tyler, David Moore, Dallas Morning News. Talked last night a little bit about just your excitement being here, but now that you've been here and seen the facility and just the idea you get to pair with another young lineman right next to you as you start this, can you just talk about all of that and pairing with him and just your overall first impression?
First, I want to shout him out. Tyler Smith is a ferocious monster at the offensive line position. I can't wait to get next to him and show what I can do and complement his game with mine. And also being here is life-changing. It's a dream come true, honestly. I wanted to put the star on my helmet since I was playing football. It was always a lifelong dream for me, and now it's finally here. I can't even put it into words how excited I am for it.
Clarence Hill for Star Telegram. I got a couple of questions. Just talk about the day, how surreal the day was, the private jet ride, and going to see your jersey. Maybe just talk about all that.
Man, first of all, you're a baller. He sent the private jet and got me this morning. I've never been on a private jet before, so that was definitely the experience. It was extremely nice. I'd love to do it again. Also, seeing my jersey made, I had to put it on, and I'm not going to take it off. And neither is my family. So, I mean, that should tell you all you need to know. We're gonna wear this until we can't anymore. We're Cowboys for life.
And secondly, just talk about your background. You say you love the Cowboys, but you were a basketball player growing up, and just talk about when did you start playing football?
I've been playing football my whole life. I played football from Pee Wee all the way up to high school. I played running back, quarterback, defensive tackle. I played a little bit of tight end. I got to high school. I thought I was a basketball player. Honestly, I did, and I went out for trials my freshman year in basketball, tried to dunk on somebody and tore my knee up and had to sit down for a year. And, you know, being that young and dealing with injuries and trials and tribulations is tough sometimes. But coming back from that, it was definitely a process. I had to sit it out for a little bit, but once I transferred my senior year to play basketball somewhere else, I was getting recruited by the football coaches. They were telling me I needed to come play, and I just went and tried it.
So 1 year of football in high school?
Yes, sir.
Todd Archer with ESPN. You talked to us last night about Tyron Smith and watching him. What was it about his game that you liked so much about him and wanted to watch him so much?
His technique is so refined, and he's one of the best to ever do it for a reason. His hand placement, his head placement, his nastiness, and his finishing in the run game is second to none.
John.
John Machota, The Athletic. What kind of basketball player were you, and is there what can you tell from maybe your basketball game that translated over to football?
I'd definitely say my feet translated over. I think I have some quick feet, and I'm light on my toes, and I feel like playing defense in the paint definitely helped me with that. But comparison-wise, I think I play more like a LeBron. I got a little bit of basketball skill, if I'm being honest. A little bit.
So why did you take with basketball then?
Saad used to be athletic. Tyler, you walked into the locker room and saw where your locker is placed. Just, how much does that mean to you to be next to Zach and Terrence and Tyler and just in that area? And what was that like for you to walk into that?
I mean, I'm gonna be able to pick the brand of some guys that I grew up watching play football, at the highest level and for my favorite team. So I already texted Zach Martin. We've already chopped it up for a second. I can't wait to sit next to him and just talk to him about life and anything I need to ask about the NFL. I feel like he's going to give me a good answer, and that's all I could ask for in a teammate in the locker room.
Joe.
Joe Hoyt, Lone Star Live. Kind of on that note, Cowboys have had a lot of success with first-round offensive linemen. I guess how motivating is kind of the standard that's been set by guys like Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, and Tyler Smith?
I think it's motivation. It's a goal to reach, and it's achievable. I feel like I can do it, and that's what I want for myself, and that's what this team and my whole family wants for me. That's the goal. So I think we're going to reach that.
Garrett
Garrett Podell, CBS Sports. Tyler, how do you feel like you fit into Mike McCarthy's offense and blocking for Dak Prescott after playing at Oklahoma?
I feel like I fit good. I learned a couple of the little plays here and there when we were teaching things at the Combine, the Senior Bowl. I feel like I match in perfectly. They like to pass the ball. I also like to run the ball. I mean, a little bit of both, and I feel like I mix in perfectly. Amazing O-line coach, amazing coordinator and head coach, and everything that I've ever dreamed for is here, and I feel like I'm going to fit into it amazingly.
Nick Harris, DallasCowboys.com. Welcome, Tyler. First off, going from the right side to the left side, there's going to be just a little bit of changes in doing that. Granted, you were still blocking for a blindside quarterback in Dylan Gabriel since he's left-handed, but what do you think you're going to have to kind of work on if you want to manifest that left tackle spot?
Just refining my technique, repetition, over and over, doing it so much that I can't get it wrong. It's just switching your footwork, switching your hands and your technique, and also flipping the plays in your mind. I've been playing left tackle since I got into college. I actually feel like I'm better at left tackle, and I'm more comfortable over there anyway, so I feel like the switch will be pretty easy.
Nick Eatman, DallasCowboys.com. Tyler, can you talk about playing tight end and then maybe moving over to tackle, and just whose decision was that, and what had to happen there? Was it putting on more weight and just that whole transition?
It's a misconception. I didn't play tight end. I was in practice one day. I had my knee braces on, and we were going through warm-ups, and I saw the tight ends going up and grabbing balls by the goalpost. So I went in the line, and I just went up and got one. And they told me they were going to give me a route. I had an eligible number, and we drew up a play for me in a certain week in a heavy package, and I went and scored it. I didn't actually play tight end, though. It was just one play, and I was done. Wish I got another one. It was one play.
Got you some coaching points, Coach. We got to pay for him. Yeah.
Give me a route here. I'm not going to drop it.
Michael Guyton, Dallas Morning News. You mentioned just your footwork that comes from your basketball background. Can you elaborate on just how that helps you, how you use your footwork and to mirror pass rushers or whatever it may be to give you an advantage?
You got to have quick feet to stay up with quick players. These defensive ends are damn near the most athletic players on the field, and they're very skilled at what they do. But being big and being a dancing bear and having quick feet definitely helps you stay in front of them.
Can you put your finger on it a little bit more in terms of just, because some big guys that play basketball, but they don't move like you do, like why you are so light in your feet?
Honestly, it might be some genetics, and it's also hard work. I shout out my parents for that. I don't know what they did, but I've been playing sports my whole entire life, and it just kind of came natural to me. I feel like if I didn't play basketball, I wouldn't have as quick a feet, though, for sure.
John.
Tyler, Jonah Javad with WFAA. You're here with your friends and family, and anyone in your position knows it takes a village to get to where you are today. If you can speak to what they've meant to you along this journey.
I just want to shout y'all out for real, because without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Every single last one of y'all. All the sacrifices y'all made for me are the reason I'm here today. Taking me to practice early in the morning, making me food whenever I needed to, taking me to the house whenever I didn't have a ride, and staying with me in times that I was down. I appreciate it, and I love all of y'all, and thank y'all for being here.
Amen.
Newy Scruggs, NBC5 Dallas. Do you have a particular player in the NFL when you look at his game playing tackle, you say, that's me, or I want to get to play like that at all?
I would say Penei Sewell. I want to get to playing at that level. That's definitely the goal.
Kurt Bowles from the Austin American Statesman. Would you say you're more of a cerebral kind of guy, or just kind of real mean and nasty and violent?
When I'm not on the field, I'm a cool guy. I like to laugh and show love, but on the field, I want to hurt people. That's just naturally my tendencies as a player. I'm violent, and I love the game of football, and that's what you can do when you play football. So,
Tyler, just your initial conversations with Mike McCarthy, and you talked about the coaches. Just what have you kind of gotten from what their plan is for you? I know it's still really early, but just moving forward, what's the next steps for you and what you want to do?
Maximizing my potential as a player, using me in the best way possible. Whatever that may be, left tackle, it's whatever. And I know they have me in their best interest. That's why they picked me up. So I'm trusting them with whatever they want to do with me. But I feel like they're going to maximize me as a player.
And also in practices, going up against guys like Mike Parsons and Lawrence, how much are you looking forward to that challenge?
I'm excited about that. I mean, iron sharpens iron, and that's a real statement. The people around you make you better. And we're going to go into it, and we're going to battle together as brothers, and we're going to come out stronger.
Clarence, Clarence Hill Four-Star Telegram. Can you talk about, was TCU your only scholarship offer out of high school? And why did you leave TCU?
Coming out of high school, it was my only offer. I had one offer to Texas Christian University. I played there for 2 seasons, and once Coach Patterson and his group got fired, I left with them.
Do you see your best football in front of you because you don't have a lot of experience at tackle? It's for in college, the whole time. But is your best football in front of you?
I think so. I know it is, actually. I mean, I did come into the position a little late. I don't use that as a buyout, but I feel like once I get around these coaches and understand these schemes and get this higher level of coaching, I'm definitely going to elevate as a player.
Michael, you mentioned Penny Sewell and reaching that level in your game. What, from this point forward, do you need to? What strides have you identified that you want to make to get to that?
I'm trying to refine my run blocking, refine that nasty, fit my hands right and roll my hips and finish somebody and dump them. That's what's on my mind. That's what I've been working towards, and that's what I've been thinking about.
Is any of that weight room, or is it just pure technique?
I think it's both. It's a little bit of both.
Yep. Oh, Todd? Mike, what's today like for you when he comes in? Do you guys try and get him with Mike Solari and go over a playbook, or is it just kind of, hey, just enjoy the day?
Well, Todd, as you know, the reason why you asked that question, that'd be illegal to go. No, this is about Tyler and his family. So, and we want him to enjoy this day. This is a great moment in his life, and we just want to introduce him to the Dallas Cowboys and this phenomenal media group that we get to work with.
I'm going to personally have to teach him when he answers a question to wander around and add a lot here and add a lot there and what have you. You are succinct as a English teacher. We can't do with that. I could learn something from you.
Jerry, can you just talk about the excitement of tonight? You have 3 picks, and what's the goal here?
Well, obviously I want to carry this forward. Stephen actually said to me on the way out the door last night, he said, I don't think I've ever felt this good about the first day. And that says a lot from our standpoint. But to get a player that has this upside and yet has this fundamentals with it, and to do that at such a position of need and the premier position of need in all of football. To get to start with that and end up having gotten another player at an outstanding pick, and we've got a chance to get an outstanding player. So we spent the pick, yet we end up with another one that is we hope we'll make something out of in the form of the right kind of player there. That's almost too much. And so I feel great about it. We have the middle of this draft really looks good and has all the way through. And that's where we are now with these 3 picks today. And I think we're going to get him some teammates that he can go to the house with.
Yes, sir.
Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. Question for Jerry, Mike, and Stephen. Tyler, we've spoken about this a good bit this morning. Obviously, your family, yourself, lifelong Cowboys fans. For you guys, though, obviously you're looking for the best player available. You're looking for guys that can come in and make an impact on day one. But can you talk a little bit about the emotion behind also knowing that the player that can do that happens to be from a family who has been lifelong Cowboys fans, and you're helping to realize that level of dream for him?
I'll start. Huge bonus. I frankly didn't realize until you walked up with Tad walked in, and he said, I don't think we've ever had a player as emotionally proud to be here as Tyler was showing down there when we were walking around and did this with the jerseys and did those kinds of things, and said, you talking about someone that has really spent a lot of time coming home. If this is it, he has. And those are bonuses. I wouldn't have been able to get that, and so that's a major plus. The Cowboys, you got to stand in line. The Cowboys have been great to several people. I'm probably at the top of the list of what the Cowboys can do for you if you'll get it in gear and go. And so I think he's got that kind of hunger. I think he's got that kind of expectation, good background of folks that think it through and achieve and understand this opportunity. We had a little visit about that. He can change everybody's life here, and that's not smoke. He really can. But it's going to have a big, serious intent and focus to get it done. But with his skills, if he wants it that bad, then this is exciting.
Michael. You mentioned, Tyler, it's been a lifelong Cowboys fan. Have you been to Cowboys games before? If so, how many? And any memories that are specifically memorable?
Oh, yeah, I've been to plenty. Been to a couple this year. I think my best memory, though, is after the game, we got onto the field, and my dad got to kiss the star. It was on his bucket list from his whole life. So that was the biggest moment for me, honestly, is getting to see him enjoy it and embrace the star himself and get to be a part of it. It was amazing.
Which game was that? Do you remember?
The Jets. Cowboys versus the Jets.
Yeah. And he laid on the star today?
He laid on the star and hugged it today.
Today. Hugged it today. The night that I shook hands, or the day, and then that night, I shook hands with Von Bright. I went out to our stadium and laid on the star. Same way.
It might have been. Might have been.
It's good.
We're going to close up with a little photo in Jersey.
Absolutely. And then I want that team to come up here behind us when we get another one here. Or really come down here. Let's stand and get one. Let's get one like this, and then we'll. Coach, you in there?
Turn it around. First name.